This is Channel 6 News. I'm Jeannie Lurchin, along with Paul Henneke, with a look at what's happening in and around the Tri-Community area. Nearly 100 hunters and concerned citizens showed up last Wednesday at the Washington Township Board meeting. They were responding to an article from the Source newspaper that said township officials were considering banning all hunting in Washington.
And at our November 4th board meeting, we had a discussion with residents about that. About 80 to 100 residents showed up to share their concerns. And we showed them a map that shows the existing law and the proposed changes to that law. And basically, it still left more than half the township open to hunting. Obviously, there was a great deal of concern because we all are very nervous about restrictions of gun rights and hunting rights because we recognize the value of hunting, both to farmers who are protecting their crops, to sportsmen who do it for sport, and to anyone who is trying to reduce the deer herd. We all know about deer car crashes in this town. We get 100 a year, and they're very expensive. So we recognize the value of hunting. Nobody wants to restrict it and make it something that can't be done in town. But we have to make it be done in a way that's safe, that protects other residents. And so we rolled out that proposal. There was obviously a lot of concern. The vast majority of huntsmen frankly, would like us to revoke the existing law, not update it for all the subdivisions, because they feel that state law is adequate to cover subdivisions and to protect them. I explained that I disagree with that view because, frankly, the state law basically says that you cannot fire a firearm for hunting purposes within 150 yards of a building. Well, you can still fire a firearm for non-hunting purposes, such as target practice, even though you're closer than 150 yards. You can still fire if you have permission of the owner, and that includes yourself on your own property. Those state restrictions don't prohibit you from firing across roads, which is unwise in a subdivision area. And those state restrictions focus on the existence of a building nearby, not the existence of a property line nearby. And frankly, this is all about balancing rights between legitimate hunters who want to protect their legitimate rights and homeowners who want to protect their safety on their property, whether there's a structure there or not, or nearby or not. So I was trying, I feel strongly that we need to keep the hunting map and update it to include those new subdivisions and allow people to hunt in areas where they should hunt, not in subdivisions. Not discharging firearms in subdivisions.
On November 5th, armed FBI agents executed a federal search warrant at the Appellant Research Services on Van Dyke. Agents seized computers, software, and file cabinets. The FBI has released no further information as to what they were looking for. At about 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, November 10th, 2 high school students were involved in an accident on West 32 Mile Road, right near the village offices. We are happy to report no one was injured. The accident scene was cleaned up and the cars were towed away. Kathy Joe from the Romeo Senior Center gives us an update on the packing party for the Desert Angel organization.
Thanks, Jeannie. The packing party was a huge success. We had enough items to pack 87 boxes that will reach our soldiers by Thanksgiving. We had over 50 volunteers, and we raised over $1,000 for the shipping. It was a huge success, and we thank everyone who poured their heart and soul into this event. I want to make a special note and thank you to Greg Gabriel. He is a Vietnam vet, and he has been awesome. For both events, he has raised so much money and so many items by just talking to all his friends and family, and then he has packed at each event, and it has been wonderful. So I want to say thank you to Greg, and thank you to everyone in the community that made this packing party an event. Our troops will make them very happy, the ones that will get their boxes for Thanksgiving. Thank you so much.
Last Saturday, members of the Macomb County Sheriffs Department, along with other local dignitaries, provided an afternoon of shopping at the Washington Township Myers for children from our area. The children were able to pick out school clothes and winter wear.
Thanks, Jeannie. Hi, again, I'm Sheriff Mark Hackle. We're here at the Meyer store at 26 Mile Road in Van Dyke in Washington Township. What we're doing is it's a Shop with a Cop program. We've done this before, and again, it's a tremendous opportunity for law enforcement to connect with the kids that are pretty much underprivileged in and around the community. It's from Macomb County. There was funds that were raised, the Macomb Central Optimist Club, along with some other organizers, decided to help raise some funds to help these kids come shop with law enforcement officers. And most of the people are from Macomb County Sheriffs Department. Many of them are from our reserve program. They're going to take these kids around the store and let them shop for items and things that they really need. And again, some of these kids don't have an opportunity, don't have much. So this is one of those things when the officers walk around, they walk away with a great feeling, a sense of giving, especially during the times of Thanksgiving and Christmas. And that's what it's all about. It gives them that sense when they walk away of really understanding the meaning behind Christmas, the meaning behind the holiday spirit. So I love being here, and again, this is a great opportunity for the kids to get something, but I think there's a lot more that we get out of it by being here with these kids.
If you'd like to donate, call 586-383-0178. In school news, the Macomb County Election Commission has thrown out the recall language against Heyer and Murray, yet permitted the recall language against White, Stobeck, and Jacobson. The next step is for the petitioner to gather enough signatures for the recall to be placed on the ballot, and they would need to collect more than 3,500 signatures. At the November 9th school board meeting, Dr. Nancy Campbell presided over her first meeting as Romeo School's new superintendent. And then the following day, the community had a chance to meet with her at the Retzi. For any questions you may have concerning the H1N1 vaccinations, please refer to the www.macombcountymi.gov website for the latest information on where to obtain the vaccine. Washington Township officials want to remind residents that outstanding waste hauler bills will be added to your winter tax bill unless they are paid by November 13th. Contact Allied Waste Services if you have any questions at 800-858-0089. The Macomb Homeless Coalition will host a fundraiser dinner dance on November 18th at the Sycamore Hills Golf Club on North Avenue in Macomb Township. Funds raised go to help with homelessness in our area. Included with the dinner is a silent auction and entertainment. Tickets are $35, so contact them at 586-755-4129 or email them at macomb.homeless@gmail.com for tickets. Upcoming events to watch for are the Romeo High School's theater production of Alice in Wonderland. Performances are Friday, November 20th at 7 p.m., followed by 2 shows on Saturday at 2 and 7 p.m. On Sunday, there's a matinee at 2 p.m. All shows are at the Romeo High School auditorium, but you must reserve a seat, so if you'd like a ticket, you can purchase them online at www.showtixforyou.com or in person by calling Kendra Walls at 586-281-1154 or emailing her at kendra.walls@romeo.k12.mi.us. According to the Romeo Observer, it was 50 years ago that Walter Sheetz donated the property on Morton Street that Parks and Rec and Channel 6 sit on. He not only donated the property and building, but also gave $131,000 to make it a viable building. Have you noticed it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas? Janine Saputo of the DDA is here to tell you why.
Can you hear those holiday sleigh bells ringing yet? Have you noticed the holiday decorations appearing around town? The Romeo DDA is decorating for our finest holiday season ever. Our theme is an old-fashioned Christmas in the village this year, with red and white lights highlighting our natural greens and trees. Beautiful snowflake light displays on Main Street and St. Clair Street with our holiday banners. These logo snowflakes are warm white LED lights, efficient and economical to use. Our summer flower pots have greens surrounding cardinal red twig dogwood bushes. Our famous alleyways, that's Starkweather, Patton Way, and Parker Lane, are lit also with beautiful